everyone, it's Tracy Donegan here from Gentle Birth. Can we take a moment and just talk a little bit about that video that I shared yesterday? The one with the anaesthetist and the parents that were just trying to get their epidural. And I don't need to comment so much on the content of the video, because the content of the video was quite self-explanatory, even if you didn't have the captions or you didn't have the volume turned up, because the body language of the anaesthetist spoke volumes. So this kind of stance was not particularly friendly. And putting his hands on the person to bring them forward was quite aggressive. And even the gesturing to the partner to come around. It was obvious that this anaesthetist was quite irritated with what was happening in the room. And in that moment in time, there's no place for irritation. There's only place for kindness. And I could say a lot more about that, but I want to go on more to some of the comments that were shared yesterday and also some of the comments that were DM'd to me last night. So first of all, there were a number of comments from other parents saying, just have a home birth, or this is why I'll never go to hospital. First of all, can I reassure parents who are going to have a hospital birth that this is not very common, but the hospital has a million different personalities, and someone's having a bad day, and unfortunately their bad day is taken out on you, and that's just the reality of it. But for the most part, and my own experience of working with anaesthetists, is that they are kind and they are compassionate, and this, what we saw yesterday, was actually quite shocking and unusual. So for someone who can have a home birth, then absolutely a home birth is a great idea. There's a ton of evidence behind it, and it's a great option for the majority of healthy, well people. But not everybody can have a home birth. It's in some areas you have to pay for a home birth. You might not have midwives in your area. They might not have availability. So I want to give some reassurance to those parents planning a hospital birth and might be considering having an epidural, that this is not something that happens frequently. Another comment, and several comments that I was quite shocked with, was the attitude towards the birth partner. And it almost read like Jimmy Kimmel. So Jimmy Kimmel used to do a section in his show called Mean Tweets, where celebrities read out mean tweets about them. So I want to read out just a couple of the comments that showed up last night. So there was one comment, no balls. I don't know how to address that. So no balls. And then another comment, why are 99% of men limp noodles when it comes to advocacy? Yeah, so how is that helpful to anyone? When you're in that situation, first of all, being in labor, supporting your partner during labor is quite stressful. And if you haven't been to classes and you haven't learned about advocacy, you haven't learned that it is possible that you may, at some moment during the labor, have to step up and protect the space. It's unusual, but it happens. So if you're a birth partner, you're watching this, do you want to be the dad that's standing there like a deer in the headlights, or do you want to be able to engage with that provider and make sure that your partner is getting what they need, but without raising the level of aggression in the room? So learning how to advocate and how to facilitate for your partner is really, really essential. Hopefully you'll never need these skills, but as we can see, and as we saw in that video, a hospital has a million different personalities. And there is always going to be a chance that you're going to encounter somebody who is less than kind and who's less than professional and less than respectful. You and your partner have one day to have this experience. So don't let someone else's bad day impact what should be one of the most amazing experiences of your life. So I also received a number of DMs last night from nurses and midwives around the world explaining that this is a rare occurrence, which I want to, again, just to reiterate. But some of these nurses and midwives have seen this kind of really disrespectful behavior from anesthetists, but it's only been once or twice in their career. So again, I hope that's reassuring for parents who are preparing for a hospital birth anytime soon. But several of them did mention the importance of taking really good preparation for birth, especially for the birth partner. So for the moms, you're listening to your app, you're getting in the zone, you're feeling confident, ready to, rock this experience. And oftentimes the partners really aren't on the same page or don't understand the importance of their role on the day. So I would encourage you to take a really comprehensive birth preparation class that includes advocacy. Consider hiring a doula, so you can take your class with a gentle birth instructor, or you can take the master class that comes with your app subscription. But it's such an important aspect, and chances are your partner will never have to use any of these skills on the day. But wouldn't you rather have that information, have that knowledge, in the unlikely event that the anaesthetist that walks into your room is just having a really bad day and got out of the wrong side of the bed? There's no excuse for it, but it happened. This is the reality of giving birth in a large maternity unit with very different personalities. So that's just my 2 cents, or a little bit more than 2 cents. I would love to hear your thoughts.